Hi everyone, it's Jill Foster here for Penny Black. Thanks for joining us again today as we continue to take a peek at the brand new dies from Penny Black's newest collection, Sweet Spring. All of these new products will be available in our online store beginning Friday, February 16th. And before we begin, I just wanted to mention that this video is designed to help you take a closer peek at our new collection and share some tips and hints as to how some of the cards were created. But don't worry, we will also have instructional videos coming soon that feature some of these new products and these card designs. And today we will be taking a closer look at what I personally consider to be must-have basics. So to me, these new creative dies breathe new life to all of your favorite products. Whether you combine them with more die cutting or with stamping, they offer so many additional design opportunities and instantly give your card designs depth and a finished look. The first must-have basic from this new collection is our Ribbon Stackers Creative Die Set. Here, all I did was cut the ribbon stacker die from white cardstock and layered it behind my flower. And this set really creates the perfect little home, so to speak, for the focal point elements on your cards. So again, on this card, I've added a stamped floral design on top of one of the ribbon stacker dies. And just a note before we go any further, I wanted to mention that you will see a complete list of Penny Black product numbers used on each card shown on screen in light gray, and any of those product numbers can be referenced in the Penny Black online store or website beginning February 16th when this release is made available. So I just loved how my cards turned out with this design layout, so I figure if it's working, just keep going with it. So here I've layered a floral die cut on top of a ribbon stacker die, but this time I've used one of the smaller ribbon stacker dies. And the ribbon stackers also work great with character and critter style cards. And on this card, I inked my background and the ribbon stacker die with the same color for a tone-on-tone look, but it still adds dimension to the background without being too busy. I've also used only a portion of the ribbon stacker, which gives it a totally different look. So if you've been wanting to create scene cards but weren't really sure where to start, this next creative die set, Wood Floors, is perfect. It adds instant perspective to the scene, and it really gives your cards a professional look. For this card, I colored the wood floors with Copic markers. And on this next card, I've painted the wood floors with watercolors. And once dry, I added inking on top with Distress inks. Oh, and if you want to have even more fun with your scene building, did you spot those picture frames in the background on this card? Well, here they are. Introducing our next creative die set called Frames. Again, this is one of those types of die sets that you can use in just so many different ways. Here I layered 3 of them and tucked in flowers, butterflies, and I put my sentiment inside one of them. The die set also cuts the hanging pieces for the frames, which I think is just such a fun little touch. You can mix and match these frames with your favorite stamps to create like little miniature paintings on your cards. Now next week we will be sharing a new sentiment stamp set that's all about art, and it's also a really fun match with these frames as I've done on this card. And so here's just a little peek at one of those sentiments from that new stamp set. Another great die that makes for a wonderful textural background element is our new die leaf pattern. Here I used it as a tone-on-tone element to add visual texture behind my flowers. But it's also great as a focal point on a clean and simple card. I inked the leaf pattern here using 3 different colored inks and an ink blending tool with foam pads. I used the same colors on my card base, applying the inks with the lighter pressure so they weren't quite as dark as they were on the leaf pattern itself. And now, lastly, our Wonky Squares die is another great one for adding visual texture as shown on the background of this critter card. I think it would also be great used as a stencil for creating the look of like an old brick wall. Or if you die cut it, all of those little squares would make the perfect little place to tuck in die cut flowers. So thanks again for joining me to take a peek at just a few of the creative dies from our new collection, Sweet Spring. Be sure to visit our blog for more details about this release, to enter our giveaway, and stay tuned for more videos where we will be sharing a closer look at all of the dies and all of the stamps which are a part of this collection. These new products will be available in our online store beginning Friday, February 16th. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. You can also connect with Penny Black on our website, blog, Facebook page, on Instagram, Twitter, shop our online store, and see lots of card making tutorials here on our YouTube channel. And I'll link to all of those for you down in the YouTube description box below. Happy stamping and die cutting!